As a nonprofit employee, having an easy way to generate more targeted, higher producing fundraising campaigns is a must-have in this day and age. The StratusLIVE 365 Analytical Marketing functionality is a powerful tool to inform the segmentation process, driving higher quality results that your nonprofit needs to thrive. StratusLIVE 365 Analytical Marketing consists of two functionality areas. The first one we're going to take a look at is the Document Manager. Think of this as the settings area for our analytical marketing tool. Document Manager allows me to set up outbound executed files or marketing lists that preset a number of variables, such as what the file layout and ask string is going to be. The Document Manager provides a great deal of control over my campaigns. Now let's take a look at the segmentation capabilities in analytical marketing. When I select Universe Manager, I can see the universes that I have already created. A universe is nothing more than a starting point for an appeal and a set of packages that we have in process. I'm going to reuse my 2017 August appeal since there is some good data and pre-formatted information that I want to replicate in my current campaign. As I select this appeal, I see a graphical interface that shows the areas I'm interested in reviewing. One of the benefits of this tool is that I can set up different channels within the same segmentation. I have one email appeal, which is my control, and another, which is my test. I also have a letter control and a letter test. I am actually running both my letter and email packages through the same segmentation wizard. What's great is that I can do all of my segmentation at one time. I want to begin with audience selection. We see an available audience of almost 8 million constituent records. Therefore, the information I am reviewing is based on approximately 8 million contact records and hundreds of millions of associated transactional and interactional records. I have started to select my audience, so I have already whittled down this number to about 1.673 million contact records. Now I want to move to the audience segmentation and look at how I am building this out. Because I want to make the same segmentation available for both email and letters, I will build out my basic audience rules to include those with an email address and those without. I will use best of the best, both with email and without, and habitually generous with email and without. Both of these designations are based on enrichment data from Target Analytics that have been incorporated into the data warehouse. Right away, I see that I have already started to segment people. The green circles show me the total audience that is available to be part of the segment. The blue circles show me how many have not been excluded. Now we want to look at the rules engine to make sure my rules are properly set. The rules engine makes it very easy for me to build my own specific rules. In this case, I have contact loyalty insight codes equals best of the best, and the contact email address is not blank, to make sure that we have an email address and that it is indeed for the best of the best. This rules engine provides a lot of flexibility. For example, I can build OR conditions by toggling this to an OR condition. I can also add additional remove rules, making those rules as specific as need be. Once I'm happy with my total audience and my rules, I need to establish exclusions. Exclusions include standard suppressions such as do not mail, do not call, unsubscribed, and deceased records. We can also add many other additional exclusions. For this package, I want to add an exclusion for no zip code on file because we want to make sure that those who are getting physical mail actually have a valid address available. Once I complete my exclusions, I want to move into the segment area. The segment area allows me to see how I'm setting up each of my segments. It all starts with the label, which are very similar to what we saw for the audiences. I am seeing that these are labeled best of the best with email, with no email, etc. The system then breaks each audience into what we call recency, frequency, monetary, and life cycle ranges. Where we have uniqueness in all of those, we will break it into its own separate category. I see in my initial segment of 7 to 9 month donors who have given single gifts in the $500 to $999 range and are new donors. As I move across the screen, I see some additional information about each one of these segments. The first one I looked at, those between $500 and $999 givers, contains only one person. I have actually sent them 48 interactions, but have only ever gotten one response, so the response rate is not very good. However, when I analyze further, I see that the average gift is $500 and my total cost was only $5. This cost me $100 per 1,000. I received $500 in revenue, so my net revenue is $495. Therefore, my net income per name is $495 and my cost to acquire was $5, so I have a really high ROI on this effort. For further analysis, I can reorder this to look at a different piece of data as the important piece of data. I want to look at net income per name. When I select net income per name, I can sort the list so I can see the higher value donors. These are the donors that I want to focus on and want to make sure I am properly segmenting. I see that my volumes aren't very high on these initial ones, so let's see if we can get some with a little bit of a higher count. This one has 7 and this one has 13. I'm going to highlight the 2 of these and we'll scroll back to view some more information. As I look at both of these, I see that they are both in the same category as best of the best, no email, are labeled the same thing, so that means that they can go in the same letter campaign that I am running. Assign Selected allows me to move them into the campaign activity group. Since there is no email, I'm going to select both letter campaign boxes. Now, I want to determine how I want to distribute these 20 newly identified donors. I have 3 options. Weighted means that I'm going to look at my target value and 2/3 of them will be moved into the first appeal and 1/3 into the other. My second option is an even split, which will put 10 into one appeal and 10 into the other. The third option is to do a sequential split, which alternates placing donors into each campaign. I'm going to leave the distribution as weighted. When I select this, the 20 donors will automatically be assigned to the proper package. I can continue to change anything needed to my additional segments. Another important piece of information is our actual versus target revenue and our projected versus target expenses. I had a higher cost premium in this package, so I'm a little over budget, but that's okay for right now. I can see how these last assignments affected the packages that I am sending out by selecting assignments. I can now do some analysis based on the people that are already selected. I see what is projected, what my costs are going to look like, and what my estimated revenue is going to be for each of the different appeals. For example, if I drill down into my letter appeal, I can see different data such as what are my expectations, what does my revenue look like, and what is my expected number of responses. This tells me that I should focus more on this appeal as my response rate is low and my average gift is also low, so I need to get some higher profile or higher dollar value donors into this list. Once I have reviewed all of my assignments, I can move to execution. My letters are going to our direct mail vendor and my emails need a StratusLIVE 365 marketing list. When I select Finalize, the direct mail will go directly to our mail vendor and the necessary email marketing list will be created. I can also see details such as product offer group and package treatment. For example, does this include product premiums, freemiums, and other specific package information? All of that information is fully integrated and available for easy review. Analytical Marketing is a robust product feature of StratusLIVE 365 that enables marketing and development teams to create effective, fruitful campaigns so that your nonprofit can make long-term educated plans for all of your campaign activities.